Hello, hello, Plannerets. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me wherever you are in the world. It is Sunday afternoon here in Sydney, Australia. It is 2 p.m. and I thought I'd go on live, do an impromptu live. We are on YouTube as well as on Instagram. So make sure you say hello in the comments section. So then that way I can let you know. Well, how are you? Let me know where you are tuning in from. This is a different time for me. I'm normally on my Monday, 5 a.m., or on an 11 a.m. time slot, but I thought I'd just go on because I just finished a brain dump session in my Plannerets Inner Circle membership, but I wanted to show how I use the brain dumping that I did earlier and then categorizing all the stuff that I dumped from my head down onto paper for today, tomorrow, and the week, and use my running to-do list. Laura, hello, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Anya, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining on YouTube. I appreciate you being here, and thank you so much for keeping me company on this nice little impromptu live. So thank you so much. All right, so let me just move on to the desk so you can see it a lot better. Now, if you are new to my channel on YouTube or here on Instagram, I help women who may feel a little bit overwhelmed, stuck, burnt out, or those anxious feeling turning up to become a little bit more calmer, clearer, and creatively inspired using their physical planning and using planning on paper, habit tracking, as well as joyful self-care. Now, one of the ways to help declutter our mind is getting it out of our head and down on paper using a brain dumping session. Now, lucky for you, I have this brain dump printable for free. So if you haven't yet grabbed my Calm and Clear starter kit, which is free printable, it is in A5 size. The PDF is in A5 size, but if you are savvy enough to use your printer, all you got to do is change the printer preference, change the paper size to whatever it is that you use, whether you use A4, letter, or Happy Planner Classic. You can do it. I know you can. You've learned your printer well enough, I'm sure. So Laura is tuning in from San Jose, Costa Rica. It is Saturday, 9 p.m. Well, thank you for keeping me company and having me part of your evening. And Anya is in Germany, Sunday, 5 a.m. Good morning to you, Anya. Thank you so much for joining. All right, so if you haven't yet grabbed the Calm and Clear starter kit, which has the brain dump for you. Okay, let me pop that in the comments right now. Okay, you can grab that. Now, I'm not sure if this is showing up on Instagram comments. If not, all you got to do is go to my bio. In that Calm and Clear starter kit, you get the brain dump guide, the step-by-step things that I go through. And also there is a brain dump trigger list. So if you go, Marianne, I don't know what to brain dump. Guess what? I've got all these 25 different ideas of what might be stuck in your brain, keeping you all anxious and trying to remember it. You know, things like bills I need to pay, self-care I keep skipping, conversations on my mind. Because those things, if they're stuck in your head and you're not getting down on paper, those are the things that's taking up space in your brain instead of doing all the beautiful creative stuff that we can use our wonderful brain for. Other things that's in the Calm and Clear starter kit is also the self-care bingo card. And there is also, of course, the brain dump grid lines where you can just write everything down just like I have done here in the past. So these are all my different weekly brain dumps I've done. And this was today's one. Where is my today's one? Hello, today's one. Where is it? I will get there, ladies and gents. Where did it go? Oh, it was on the other side. Here it is, okay? So let me just get myself sorted out. So if you haven't yet grabbed it, make sure you do. It is very, very useful. A lot of people have already downloaded it. And if you can't join my Once a month, I go live on YouTube doing a brain dump session that goes through all these different steps. And because sometimes it's good to do it with someone else and go through it step by step. If not, this brain dump is going to help guide you. So if you haven't yet followed me on YouTube, make sure you do that and subscribe. Hit that notify bell so then you'll know when I'm going live. So for my brain dump session on YouTube, I go on the first Sunday of each month, which is my Sunday. For those of you who are not in Australia, it may be your Sunday afternoon or evening, but the best way to know when I'm on is when you go and subscribe. Okay, so really, really important. I see a lot of you joining me on Instagram. Thank you so much. All right, so what I've done earlier, so this is the step that I have done, which is I have written out everything that was in my head. I categorized what the things I need to do for today and tomorrow. Those are the green circles. So I use my zebra mild liner and then the fine tip end, okay, to circle. If you do brain dumping and you're categorizing it into groups, the way I categorize my list is based on time. When do I need to do them? Today or tomorrow? Blue for this week's priorities, purple for things that I need to do for the month of October or the next 30 days, yellow for things that's in the future that I don't need to worry about now, but I need to know I want to have them written down somewhere. And if there are things that I did brain dump that I may, be negative feelings, self-doubt, imposter syndrome, comparison, I could either look at them, review them, challenge them, reframe them, or just keep them on hand. So when I do a journaling session, I sometimes do a worry log session for all the things that's worrying my poor little brain, right? I do that, but it's really important that we acknowledge those feelings as well. But for today's live stream, keeping it simple, once I have categorized my brain dump in for today, tomorrow, and for the week, then I use my running to-do list printable. So this one, it's in the chat right now, but I also have it in the description on YouTube. So this is based on the Alastair's method, where you keep your tasks and to-dos on one single page. Some of you might go, what, Marianne, I've got lots of things to do that I can't keep on one page. Well, if you are overwhelmed or you're feeling like you're falling behind or your task is just feeling so heavy, that might be the problem, that you have too many things on your things to do for the week. This is just for the week. I have lots of lists for other stuff I need to do, but just for the new week coming up. Okay, and the reason why you want to keep it only on one page is you get the bird's eye view. You're not having to flip through pages upon pages or post-it notes or a list over here or a list over there. You can then, having it on one page helps you contain your tasks, so then that way you are not putting too much on your plate, because now the things on this list are just the things that I know that's coming up. It's not the only thing that I'm going to do. I'm sure more things will pop up along the way, okay? But by keeping it all on one page and leaving a little room for other things that show up, because we know life is going to throw the unexpected at us, okay? If your to-do list is already chockers or full way before the week starts, that's when chaos can come in, because I'm sure your boss will go, oh, can you do this now? And it needs to be done by now. An email pop up, an emergency with your children or whatever else, okay? You need to allow not only for breathing room for things that pop up unexpected. We also know we sometimes overestimate how or underestimate, sorry, how long things will take. We might think, oh, it's only going to take half an hour, when it can take up 2 hours. So you've got to allow for breathing room that way. And most importantly, well, all the other ones is, well, the sleep, okay? So you know you got to sleep. You got to have your breakfast, lunch, and dinner and all your snack times and your break. But you need to allow space for your self-care. Whatever self-care looks like for you. It might just be, a glass of water, getting yourself outside, taking deep breaths, just getting off your phone for 5 minutes, maybe doing a little bit of tidy up, maybe doing something fun. So if your to-do list right now feels like it's just overloaded, it's going beyond your capacity and energy level, the running to-do list is a really great way for you to be kind to yourself. Okay, I'm sure you can do all of these things on your task and to-do list, but we're not supposed to just be a task and to-do list machine. We need to put ourselves on top of that list. And so I just want to really highlight that. Let me quickly have a look. The self-care, I've got I never know where I put my self-care. My self-care printable is somewhere. The self-care bingo card is somewhere. And so it's really important you put something for yourself. Budget trifecta, are these on sale? I need this document. Yes. Budget trifecta, if you check the live chat right now, I've got the running to-do list right there. So you just need to click that and then come back. So then it's on your computer, if you're on your computer, or if you are on your phone. On YouTube, it is already in the description, or for those watching on Instagram, it is in my bio. So just click Shop Marianne's. It's the running to-do list based on Alastair's method. So what I'm going to do with you, because this is my real life brain dumping, okay? Everything that was in my head, I highlighted or circled the things I need to do for today, tomorrow, as well as the week. So my greens are things I want to do for today and tomorrow, and then the blues are for the week. So the way I normally plan my new week, so this is, it's Sunday here, the way I plan my new week is I'm going to write all of these down on my running to-do list, and guess what? In no particular order. We're just gonna write it down. And you know what happens as well is when you start to write things down and then you start to say, uh-oh, I'm running out of space. This is going to help build that prioritization muscle, okay? This is when you start to go, I can't manage all of this in 1 week, okay? I know, because I know in the past when I have had too many things on my list, I get overwhelmed. I fall behind, and then I start to feel guilty, and then I say I'm not good enough, and then I get all low and all anxious thoughts. Well, that's me anyway, okay? So if you're not like that, if you can manage your multiple pages, of course it's important that you do you, okay? You do the things that work well for you, the way your brain works. For those who normally follow me or watch me, I do things on physical paper. Now, sometimes I use my phone to help me with alarms and reminders, but for me, something about pen to paper. And there are studies that show that doing that helps you retain the information a lot more. Hello, Lisa. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you being here today. Now, do let me know. I don't think anyone has commented on Instagram. So I just want to make sure that, the Instagram comments are showing up. But I think everyone is a bit shy on Instagram, probably because I don't go on live on Instagram often enough. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pen. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer all these things on Brain Dump onto a running to-do list. Now you might ask, Marianne, what's the point of rewriting? You already have that on there. But the brain dump really is just a way to, as the name suggests, dump it all there. But if you stop at this and then not categorize it and make sense of it or prioritize it, that's another factor that can, put more pressure on yourself. So I like to write it. That's why I like writing it on a running to-do list. And so then the other brilliant thing is when, I say when, because I know later down in the week, I do get a little bit low energy, and that's when the doubts come in, and I don't do the things I put on my planner. The running to-do list is one simple page that can help guide me. All right, if I have my mind's, wit, I'll go, all right, Marianne, just do the task that you said you wanted to do for today. Just go down the list and see what's easy, what's manageable, what's doable, and just do that one tiny little task. Because that one little step can help get the momentum going. Okay, Tracy, hello, nice to see you. Wait, do you do this every Saturday night at 11 p.m., then Sundays at 3 p.m.? No, I don't. I just finished, I did the brain dump in my the Plannerettes Inner Circle private membership earlier today. But what we did was we did some journaling, our feelings and our thoughts. And so I had put this part of the brain dump session I normally do with my YouTubers on the first Sunday of each month. I put it aside and I thought I'd do it off camera. But I thought, I've got the gear set up. So no, this is a one-off, just something because, might as well. I've got my headband on, I put a lip balm and a little bit of foundation. The camera was set up and I went, you know what, let's do it. And the house is quiet. So it's just sometimes I like to have these nice little surprise. All right, so what I'll do is I'm going to put a timer on the screen. So if you do come across this live stream, whether you are following along or on replay, it'll give you a time to first one thing at a time. So the things for today and tomorrow, I'm going to write down my running to-do list, and then I'll tell you what I do after. All right, so the first thing to do is just to write down my tasks for today and tomorrow on my running to-do list in no particular order. Just write them down and I'll tell you what I do next. Let's go. Okay, so what I've just done, let me just pop this so then I don't forget. Okay, so here's my brain dump page because I'm only taking a short amount of time for this live stream because I need to get myself outside for my fresh air. I haven't done my walk yet, so I'm just doing a little preview, a tiny little snippet or a taste test of what I normally do when I do my brain dump and planning for the new week. Okay, so what I did is I just looked at all my greens, today's and tomorrow. I transferred it into my running to-do list in no particular order. And then I also use, now this one is a Friction Colors marker, and so just the black one. And then I cover up, right? I'll cross off all the things that I have that I'm putting on to-do list. That way, later on, when I am doing my end of weekly review, I don't need to read all of these things that I know I have transferred in somewhere else. It just gives me an opportunity to be a little bit more effective and efficient when it comes to my end of week review. Because what's the point of rereading something that you've already either transferred or actioned, okay? Just one of the ways that helps you plan better, and at the same time, here's where our stationery and our favorite pens and markers come in, and the act of crossing things off or ticking things gives you that dopamine hit. Now, even though I haven't actioned these yet, so it's sort of like a nice little, it's not false but it's sort of like just a little reward for doing something, taking action, taking that first step. So if you ever find that you do love stationery and like to cross things off to give you that sense of accomplishment, tell you what, it's nice feeling when you're crossing things off. Okay, so I will do the other green stuff. I will do off camera. I just wanted to show you just a sneak peek. Now you might ask, okay, once you've done that today and tomorrow, what's the next thing that you do? Adil, hello, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. All right, so here on a running to-do list, I have the columns for the different days of the week. In this running to-do list, I give you little keys of what these little symbols mean. So when I go and look at a task, I ask myself, when would I like to do that? Well, because I know these things are for today and tomorrow, it'll either be today, Sunday, or Monday, and I'll make a tiny little dot. Okay, as you can see, I've already started. I did a workout already this morning, and I've checked my emails. So for write my newsletter, it's something I need to do for Sunday. And then here I've got my get outside. So I want to do that each and every day. So I put little dots on each and every day to help remind me to action it. And then I've got to check my content planner for the week. I would like to do that today, but I know I need to put in some self-care. So I'm not putting too much pressure on myself because I need to go to bed early tonight so then I can show up at 5 a.m. tomorrow for my YouTube Plan With Me live stream. Okay, so I would go through all the things that I have written down on my to-do list and then figure out, is it for today or for tomorrow? Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate your loving my appreciation. All right, so the next thing is, let's just pretend, okay, I've written down all my greens, and now I'm going to go and look at the blues. So remember, based on the free brain dump printable guide, again, do check the live stream, or if you're on Instagram, my bio. It's called the Calm and Clear Starter Kit, and it is free for you, okay? So the blue one is of the things that I brain dumped earlier today that I deemed that I would like to review, look into, action for the week. So for the next 7 days, I colored it in my blue zebra mild liner, okay? And I used the fine tip N instead of the chiseled N. And then what I am now going to do, and again, I'm going to take another minute. Normally when I transfer all the things for today and tomorrow, I take 5 minutes, so then I'm not rushing. And this is my planning sessions and embellishing my planner pages. I don't take it for granted. I don't see it as a chore. This is my way of looking after myself, looking after the future me, the Thursday me that I know sometimes can get overwhelmed, anxious thoughts. So by doing this now and taking the time to do this, prioritizing what's important and what matters for each and every day, I'm giving my future self kindness and compassion and grace. And so for when things are a little bit foggy, as I know they have been for me from the last couple of days, and also during my lovely perimenopause journey and brain fog, sometimes kick in, this is a way for me to go and be kind to myself. Now, do I get to do everything that I put on the list at the beginning of the week? No, right? But it's not about perfection. It's not about getting everything done 100%. It's just doing something each and every day, little by little. And that is a great way to not take away any anxious thoughts or take away any stress, because we know what life brings, okay? Life is full of ups and downs. So when it's down, give yourself, future self, a little bit of a guidance. So now I'm going to go look at the blue which are the things that I said I would like to do for the week. So I'm going to give myself another 1-minute timer, or if you are following along, have a look. Go check your planner right now. You can even use this time to go and cross off all the things you've already done, or the things that you do not need to carry for the new week because you're just letting it go, or it's not a top priority anymore. Let's go. Okay, so I crossed off a few of the blues, which is for the rest of the week. And so a lot of them are cleaning stuff. Again, so let us say all of these ones here are not for today and tomorrow. Okay, let's pretend that. Okay, now the running to-do list is a great way for me to start prioritizing and making sure I'm not putting too much pressure on myself on particular days. So when you start marking little dots on your running to-do list on what day you would like to get these different things done, you will start to see, oh, I put too much stuff on Sunday, or I put too many things on Tuesday. You can now start to go, all right, well, that is going to be a little bit too much, okay? So do not put too many tasks and to-dos on days that you have a lot of things on. Now, try and have a hard number of how many tasks you want to assign yourself, either only 3 to 5 tasks, 7 to 10 tasks. Now, you may have a lot of tasks for certain days, but if they're all the same, like admin work, then you can batch them together. So it'll be okay. Maybe if you might have, oh my goodness, I've got 15 tasks that I have assigned for Wednesday. If they're all similar, of course, that is quite an effective way of doing it. Batch completing tasks is a great way for you not to waste your energy. Stopping and starting different tasks every time, it actually can use up a lot of your energy. The other thing is, when you start to see what days you want to assign different tasks on, is if you have a particular day off, if your Wednesday is a day off, then please do not give yourself too much task, because the whole point of your day off is for you to rest. So if you are in a situation at the moment where you are feeling overwhelmed, you are feeling stressed, you are feeling anxious, have a look. Are you trying to do too many things on your day off? A lot of us do. I've got the grocery to do, I've got the cleaning to do, I've got this to do, I've got to catch up on the things that I've fallen behind, I've got to do this, right? It's so important to do the things that are non-negotiable, maybe 1 or 2. But please make sure on the days that you are supposed to be resting, do not put too much stuff for yourself. So if you are wondering, why can't I catch up with my task? Why do I always feel like I'm falling behind? Why am I always feeling like my tasks and to-dos are never ending? One of the first things to ask is, have I taken my break today? Have I taken time for myself to rest? Okay, so I would now go and have a look at all my today, tomorrow, and for the week, and I will just put it on one single running to-do list. So let me just show you a couple of the ones in the past. Okay, so this was from September 28th to October 4th. Where's the other ones that I have? Oh, okay. Let's go. Where's the other one? The other one's on the back. Okay. So this was October 5th to 11th, which was just last week. And then when I start to complete them, now this is overkill, but I love I love my markers. Okay, you don't have to do it, but I love color. It brings me joy. So when I complete it, I put a little dot marker, I'll put a little X, and then I cross it off and I put a line through it. So then again, not only is it a nice dopamine hit and gives me, closes off that habit loop and gives me a reward, because yes, using my stationery is a form of reward for me. That's the things that bring me joy. But marking it and coloring in the square dots, but visually as well, it will tell me, for example, right now at the end of the week, what things did I say I wanted to do last week that I haven't yet completed. And then I ask the question, is that something that I need to carry into the new week? If so, I put a little forward arrow or greater than symbol, and then I will transfer it to the new week's task list. Or if I go, is that something I need to carry? No, it's no longer, either I missed the boat on it, or it's not something you can take back, or I tell myself, you know what, it actually doesn't matter this week, we can cross it off. And then I use a cross off sign or a long dash. Again, the running to-do list has these things. Let me just pop that back on the there we go, in the live chat on YouTube. There's the link for it. Really a great system based on the Alastair method that has helped me quite well. Now, for me, I also like to use my weekly and my daily planner, and majority of the time I will transfer whatever is for the following day on those pages. Why? The reason is it's one of the things that help me manage my overwhelm, manage my anxiety, and it's really, so there it is. Okay, so that's my running to-do list. So let's say it is Tuesday night, okay, and I'm planning for the new day. I will either use my daily planner page, which I use on a personal, and then so then it could be a little bit messier. I can go and let's say this is Wednesday morning and I'm planning the night before. I look at all the tasks that have the little tiny dots for Wednesday, and I will transfer it to here. And then so then when it's Wednesday, all I need to look at is this. Again, it's sort of like funneling down my the things that I need to do. So instead of trying to figure out all the things I got to do for the week, okay, I don't need to. I have my running to-do list. It's all there. Okay, all right. And then now, instead of the whole week, I just got to focus on whatever day I'm in. So then that way, it's sort of like, if you can think of, horse racing, they've got their blinkers on so they don't get distracted by all these things, because I have created a trusted system where I know I have written down things that's coming up for later in the week, later in the month, something I'd like to do someday maybe. There's a trusted system that I can flip back to, so then I don't need to carry it in my head. Now, if this is something that you've gone, oh, wow, that's, I've never thought of categorizing my brain dump into when I would like to do these tasks and to-dos, or, maybe I'll try just putting my task and to-dos on one page rather than trying to, manage 3 pages at a time. Or, oh my God, I always have 20 things on my to-do list each and every day, and I haven't added anything, that's me-centered, that is self-care for me. Let me just pop this down. Let me quickly find where my self-care is. Here we go. The self-care bingo. Guess what? This self-care bingo has 25 different self-care ideas, ranging from taking 1 minute to breathe deeply, to taking a 20-minute nap, going for a 15-minute walk, saying no to something that is not urgent. Okay, so if you go, Marianne, I don't know what self-care activities to plan. Boom, boom, bingo, right? There it is for you. Again, this is part of the starter kit, the Calm and Clear starter kit. Oh, hello there, Ronnie Cat. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Surprise little live stream. I'll probably be finishing now anyway, but I thought I'd show you my brain dump for today, actually transferring my brain dump into my running to-do list. So where are we? Where are we? I am getting lost because I took off my clear divided tab. All right, so if everyone is good, does anyone have any questions before I leave? Again, please, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notify bell. Or if you're on Instagram right now watching me, I would love for you to follow. You can check me Instagram stories for the daily things that I do, and my feed and my Reels post is, shows you, in 30 to 60 seconds, how I use my planner page. So do check my shop at maryanncrest.com. And I do have, the Ultimate Planner Bundle Printable, which are the planner pages that I use for my monthly planning. So there is a blank dotted page, there is the calendar spread, there is the habit tracker, mood and sleep tracker, but I've changed it to step. There is a well-being planner spread, which is centered on ensuring you are doing stuff for yourself. Okay, then there is a weekly spread. So this one is the in columns, and then you have daily planner pages for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and a notes page. And then that repeats 5 times, which is enough to go and enough pages for a month's worth. So whether a month that we're at has 4 weeks, 5 weeks, there's enough planner pages. And at the moment, there is a 20% discount that I have. The link is in this live chat right now. So 20%. I was going to end it at 11:59 Australian Eastern Daylight Time, my time, but I might extend it till tomorrow after I've gone live on my plan with me, but don't miss out. So 20%, I normally just give 10% once or from time to time, but 20% is just a great opportunity. So you can either print it all as is, or you can go and print only the daily pages. You can print only the well-being pages. So depending on the season you're in, because I do this all the time, sometimes I won't print the weekly or the daily pages because I'm in my personal size. But the beauty is you have, lifetime access to it. Save it on your computer, print as many as you want. So the Ultimate Planner Bundle Printable is currently on 20% discount. No code needed. If you pop it into your basket at the checkout, you will see a 20% discount applied. Let's quickly have a look. Laura says how to join the community. So Laura, this is where I was talking about my anxious and my overwhelm and my self-doubt and limiting beliefs. I have been keep putting it off because I'm thinking, you know how I say progress, not perfection. Sometimes, what they say is do as I say, not as I do. So my own anxious thought keeps me pushing the date back. But I think I'm gonna just pull the plug, open it to the public. I know a lot of you already have knows that it's about doing it messy. So the wait list, I've got the wait list. So if you're already on the wait list, check that out, and then that way you can see. I'll let everyone know, because I'll do a video and just saying, look, if you're okay with it, if you're okay with it, it's probably perfect as is, because the current members in there, we're just getting so much the journey from the fogginess and the overwhelm, and us being together has had so much. I know people have said life changing, beneficial, useful. So I really should just open it, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should. None of this waiting for it. 'Cause you know what's stopping me? That I need to have the landing page beautiful, that it's got to have the right font. So I got to get out of my own head and follow my advice. That's why I do planning. That's why I do all these things, because I too am the same boat as you when I get overwhelmed and I get so. As long as you join the the wait list, and make sure when I open that up, I'll have some early bird perks for those that do join. But in the meantime, if you like this video, please, if you're on YouTube, and then that way it'll really help my channel and let other people know, like our lovely other plannerettes, join our community. I will have the what am I trying to say? The newsletter out today, and schedule our Plan With Me session for tomorrow. Hello there, Melinda. I'm just about to sign off, but afternoon, kia ora, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Is it evening there already? But yeah, so do follow me both on Instagram and on YouTube. And don't forget to take advantage of the 20% discount I have for the Ultimate Planner Bundle Printable. Thank you. Have a good week, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Signing off now. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.